I think our community, they're really passionate. They want to be involved. They want to, be able to help us make the game better, and we definitely appreciate that. So being able to, we're playing the game a lot ourselves, collecting data, but also being able to see that feedback and even engage with that feedback and have discussions really helps us. I think Rainer, as a good example, he was a character that we knew we wanted to rework him at some point, but he was kind of a fan favorite. He was a character that everyone was really excited about it, and there was a lot of ideas and designs and stuff that were out there for us to kind of look at and get some inspiration from when we did that rework.
What generally goes into finding out which heroes need to rework, and what approach do you take when you rework a hero?
It's a combination of a lot of things. Rainer was someone we were passionate about, but also there's tons of fan feedback, tons of community feedback and forum posts and so on that they would like to see us rework Rainer. For some characters, it's us visiting their talent trees, and we start making some changes. Like, okay, this heroic doesn't get picked that much. We want to make some changes to it. And as we make some changes, we end up touching more talents, start cutting some talents, start having discussions. Oh, it'd be really cool if this basic ability did this also. And then, so sometimes it just kind of grows into a larger rework.
What do you feel like is a big challenge for you, your game in this genre, and how are you approaching this challenge?
Yeah, so Heroes of the Storm has always been kind of a passion project, I think, for Blizzard. The Blizzard development team, but also Blizzard gamers, gives us this opportunity to really visit all these super iconic characters from 25 plus years of games across Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, now Overwatch. We even go to classic games. So that's always been, what we wanted to accomplish with this game is just, bring really Blizzard gamers together and have them be able to compete in this really fun space. I remember early on there was discussions of, man, wouldn't it be awesome to have Kerrigan and Diablo and Arthas fighting alongside or against each other? And that's just this really cool fantasy. And for us, I think diving into the talent system and having multiple battlegrounds that all provide different strategies and a lot of customization for players has all been really, really cool and really rewarding for us. Anytime we bring in new content, it's always a challenge to try and figure out what's going to be new and unique about this content, right? We're over, I think, 80 heroes at this point. So anytime we bring in, say, Mephisto, we're trying to figure out, okay, what's a really compelling kit that our players haven't seen before, and it can be really interesting and maybe change up the meta even.
So the latest hero you have just introduced is Mephisto. Is it maybe a sign of what is to come in Diablo?
I wouldn't say that. Mephisto is this very iconic, character from Diablo 2. I think any player who's played a ton of Diablo 2 has probably killed Mephisto a number of times to farm for loot. And so it was a really iconic character we wanted to bring in. And we're always trying to mix it up. We're trying to give players, a good diversity of different play styles, different characters. So I wouldn't try and draw any conclusions to what that'll mean next. We're always just looking for just bringing something new and interesting for our team.
So when you design a new hero, you have to sort of they both have to fit inside the meta of Hoffs, obviously, and you also have to hit a certain specific way they felt in the original game. What do you think are some of the challenges in that regard?
Yeah, every hero is a bit of a unique challenge for us. It's definitely really important for us to try and hit that fantasy that players will remember. So whether it's Mephisto or Arthas or, just a character that's obviously very iconic. A lot of Blizzard gamers have experienced this character, sometimes in multiple games. I remember when we were working on Diablo originally, that was a character who was across many different games and had a lot of different abilities. So trying to make sure that we're hitting that fantasy. So that's part of it, right? And the other side is, of course, the gameplay, the mechanics, making a cohesive kit that is fun for players and is engaging and is something new at the same time. We don't want to just keep delivering, similar abilities and make similar kits. We want it to always be a new experience for players and trying to figure out how that's going to fit in the meta. So over time, we've learned, what makes a warrior be able to be a main tank, what makes a bruiser able to solo lane, and we take all those learnings whenever we're making a new hero and try to apply them.